That insert on drought conditions following a very different story. Just to recap, the Northern Cape Agricultural Department is saying that if rain doesn't fall soon, it will be forced to declare several districts disaster areas. Last year, they were declared disaster areas several times. Agri SA, meanwhile, are saying around 3 billion rand is needed to minimise the effects of the drought. Now, Agri SA has conducted a survey to assess the impact of the drought on farming and jobs, and the findings are very, very stark. Listen to this. Since January last year, the farming sector has shed 31,000 jobs. 70% of agricultural organisation members say they are struggling. To discuss, we're now joined by the Deputy Executive Director of Agri SA, Christo van der Rheede. He's with us from our studio in Pretoria. Mr. van der Rheede, thank you very much. How was the survey conducted? Remind us.
Good evening to you and all of your listeners. We have decided in December last year to embark on a survey to find out exactly what is happening within the agricultural industry. And what we've discovered is quite alarming. The Northern Cape, parts of the Western Cape, a big part of the Eastern Cape, and also the western part of the Free State and even a chunk of the Northwest province are experiencing severe drought. So much so that our farmers are not able to produce maize, especially white maize, in the western part of the Free State, and there's tremendous losses, livestock losses in the other regions. So yes, we are, and we are not trying to be alarmist, but we sit with a big crisis on our hands, and the survey results point to that.
After Cape Town didn't run out of water, I think there was so much drama around that. Do you think perhaps we weren't watching these other areas closely enough? And you've mentioned the provinces, but just tell us more about which municipalities. How serious is it in some areas?
Yes, we've got a problem that is sort of becoming worse due to the lack of water in many towns. We also see boreholes are drying up. Groundwater is very, very low, and a big problem is that many of our farmers are in severe financial or are experiencing severe financial problems due to the fact that many of them have been trapped in up to 3 to 4 years of drought. In other words, there's no production on those farms. They cannot continue farming, and on top of it, there's no way that they can even pay workers a decent salary. So yes, I think it's critical that we keep our eyes on what is happening, and there's a lot of speculation about the impact of climate change, etc. I don't want to go there, but we sit with a particular crisis.
How many farmers are we able to sort of guess a percentage have gone bankrupt? And then we know that there are huge job losses. You say 31,000 jobs since last year, over 50% communicating the need to retrench. So that must mean more job losses on the horizon.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you very clearly. The sound has disappeared completely.
All right, we do have a buzz with Pretoria studio. Mr. van der Rheede, I'm saying that over 50%, according to your survey, communicating the need to retrench. So does that mean many more job losses in agriculture? All right, what a pity. It seems like we've lost the connection to our Pretoria studio.